Hello guys, welcome back. In today's Excel VBA videos, we are going to see a very important feature in Microsoft Excel which we teased in the previous video, and this is known as the Insert Cells feature in Microsoft Excel. Now in the previous videos we have already covered the Delete Cells feature of Microsoft Excel, and this Insert Cells feature is exact opposite of the Delete Cells feature. We already know that it is present in the Home tab. In the Cells group there is this Insert Cells feature we have got. So if we just expand it, then we have got these four options in the Insert Cells. First, it allows us to insert the cells. Then it allows us to insert rows, whole rows, and then it allows us to insert whole columns. So these three options are related to the cells only, but it tells us that we can either insert a single cell or a bunch of cells in the form of rows or columns. Then we have an option of insert sheet, which allows us to insert a new sheet. So before jumping into its visual basic code, let us first understand that what is actually its work and how it works in Microsoft Excel. So before that, let us get some data for ourselves. Suppose we have this text 011 data. The reason why we are getting this data, so that we can easily identify that what of the cells or where the cells have been inserted. Okay, so suppose I have my cursor over A5, and now if I click on insert cell, then what will happen? Let's see. A new cell is inserted at A5 and all the rest of the contents have been shifted towards the downside. Okay, now what happens is, suppose I want to insert a new cell at A11 and I click on insert cell, then again all the shifting that is done is towards the downside. So that was about a single cell. When you want to insert a single cell, then if any content is available in the cell previously, it will shift towards the downside, and at that particular address a new cell is inserted. Okay, now what happens if you want to insert a whole new row? So suppose I want to insert a new row at A2. So I go to this option, I expand it, and I go to this insert sheet rows. When I click on that, you can see at A2 and B2 the cells have been turned blank and all the previous data has been shifted towards the downside. Means the cursor where I had was at A2, so at A2 a new row of cells is being inserted. Okay, now what happens is, if I want to insert a brand new column, then what happens? Suppose at the A column only I want to insert a new column, or let's take B as an example this time. So I go to the insert tab and I select insert sheet columns. When I click on that, all the contents that were previously in the cell or in the column B have now been shifted to the column C, and now the column B has brand new cells which is empty. That means wherever your cursor is, the cells would be inserted at that place, and whatever data was already existing in that place would be shifted either to the right side or towards the downside. Now if you have noticed one thing, this shifting of the cells is completely opposite to that we encountered in the case of delete cells. When we deleted the cells in a row wise fashion, the data used to shift upwards, and when we deleted them in a column wise fashion, the data used to shift towards the left side. So from here we can make out that yes, insert cells feature is complete opposite of the delete cells feature. So that was about cells, how can we insert the cells. Now we have another thing. How about we insert a sheet? So right now I have sheet number 13 that I'm currently working on. If I try to insert a sheet, so I go here and I click on this insert sheet option. So you can see a new sheet by the name of sheet 9 is inserted over here, where sheet 13 was previously present, and the sheet 13 has been shifted towards the right side. Similarly, currently I'm on sheet 9. If I just go and insert a new sheet, then what happens is sheet 9 shifts towards the right and a new sheet with the name of sheet 10 is inserted at its place. So that's how it works. Whenever you want to insert anything, then the shifting is done at the right side or at the lower side or at the downside. Okay, so these are the two important things that you must keep in mind. So that was about how can we use the insert cells feature using Microsoft Excel. Now let us see what is the VB code that we need to write. So first of all, let us open our VB editor. and the shortcut for the same is Alt F11. When you do that, your VB editor would be opened. So let's just arrange it like this. Perfect. Now what we are going to do for this purpose is create a new macro, and to create a new macro, the first thing is go to the insert tab and insert a new module. Since this is insert cells, so let's just name it as insert cells. This is the name of the module. You can name it anything. Once it's open in the code pane, let's create a subprocedure with any name that you want, and make sure that this name is going to be the name of your macro, so it must be meaningful. Okay, so yes, I have created a procedure, and now it's time for me to write the Visual Basic code. Okay, so but before that, let's just change this data into something meaningful. Again, text 011, text 021, and text 031. So let's extend it up to 10. Let's extend it up to 10 actually, and let's extend it up to 10. Okay, yes. Now let's see what happens. Let's just take up a cell. First of all, about a single cell, so we first need to reference to that cell. And how can we refer to that cell? By using the range function. That's the simplest way. Why we are using that? Because we get the help in the range function. Now within double quotes, you gotta write the name of the cell. So I want to insert a cell at B5. This here actually in the range function, you need to provide the location where you want to insert a cell. I want to insert a cell at the location B5. So let's just press B5, close the double quotes, close the parenthesis, put a dot, and as soon as you put a dot, you gotta search for a thing called insert, or a method called insert. It works like this. That's it for inserting a single cell. If you just click on run, then you can see that at B5 a new cell has been inserted and all the contents have been shifted towards the downside. Okay, so that's how you can insert a single cell. If you just try to run it multiple times, then as many times as you run it, a new cell would be inserted and the previous cell would be shifted towards the downside. So that's how this insert function works. That's about a single cell. If you just provide a range over it, suppose B5 till C5, you want to insert cells, or from A5 till B5 you want to insert some cells. You click on run, then what happens is these 3 cells have been inserted newly and all the rest of the cells have been, let's just delete these cells. Okay, let's just delete these cells by shifting them towards the up. Okay, so these 3 cells have been inserted. If you just run it again, then you can see these 3 cells have been added newly and the rest of the cells have been shifted towards the downside. Okay, so that was about range inserting. Suppose you want to insert a new row, then what you can do is suppose you want to insert a new row at A3. Okay, so you just provide a starting point, put a dot, then search for entire row. This is the option you gotta search for, entire row. Again put a dot and then search for the function insert. Now when you run it, let's see what happens. An entire new row is inserted over here. Okay, and all the cells have been shifted towards the downside. That's already we have known. Okay, now what happens if you want to insert an entire new column? So I want to insert a new column where this A is residing. So, let's see that. Range, let's provide anything that you want. Suppose if you provide A8, say let's provide A8 dot entire column dot insert, and when you run it over here, okay, just a second. Yes, insert cell, you can just select the macro from here and you can click on run. When you click on that, you can see a new entire column is present at A and all the contents have been shifted towards the right side. Suppose instead of A8 you provide it with say D8. Now in D8 the columns would be inserted. If you just click on run, then yes, only here the columns have been inserted and only this text is shifted towards the right.